What's up, everybody? It's your girl Les. Welcome to the Spin Room this week with your entertainment news. Before we got rid of 45, we got him the hell out of here. He actually did some good for the hip hop community. He pardoned three people in hip hop, and I'll tell you who they are and how it went down. Plus, your girl Cardi B is about to make her film debut. I know she did hustle with J-Lo, but she's about to be a bigger star. I'll tell you all about it. Entertainment news coming at you right now. Let's go.
Yeah, you are now live. Yeah, Schlock West in the morning, Dash Radio, the Spin Room, you know what it is.
What it do, party peoples? On this Monday, hope everybody is doing good and hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. We are the Spin Room crew. We're going to start your Monday off in a real big way. I'll be your man, Bigg Pwee. That's my ride or die, Big Les. Jay, Tasha, Miss Everything, K. Stephanie, your girlfriend's favorite DJ Ron. See, we are the Spin Room, and thank you guys very much for joining us. How's everybody doing today?
Good, man. What up?
Everybody had a good weekend?
Yes, sir. Got a new president. We happy.
I know. I mean, last week, boy, I tell you, it's been so festive last week. We're going to get into some of that talk, too. We're going to talk about that also. But you know how we do, ladies and gents. Before we start the show, right down below, please subscribe to this YouTube page, all right? Click on the bell, give us a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and let them know the Spin Room crew is blasting off and doing big things, man, all right? Also, we're on all podcast platforms, so anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find the Spin Room. All you have to do is search the Spin Room at THASPINROOM, man. All right, let's blast off and let's make it happen with my girl Big Les with the Entertainment Report.
Let's do it, man. You guys, we're all on cloud nine. I know we talked about it off air, but yes, we have a new president, a new vice president. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Nobody was happier than I am to make sure that everything went smooth. And so congratulations again to President Joe Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris. Howard University, in case you didn't know, were actually the drumline that escorted Kamala Harris on Inauguration Day, which was really amazing during the parade. So congratulations to them. Of course, they had to downsize the band with accordance of, COVID-19 guidelines and stuff. But there was so much action that went on that day. And to see her getting sworn in by Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor was a historic moment, right? For all these women of color doing really powerful things. So congratulations on that note. Again, Poet Laureate Amanda Gorman, 22-year-old girl who really just was so prophetic in her speech, which was amazing. So, of course, there were so many performances too. Our guy, DJ Cassidy, turned it out. Justin Timberlake, Yolanda Adams, Demi Lovato, John Legend. And then, of course, we see on the stairs of the Capitol, J-Lo and Lady Gaga at the actual inauguration. And all I could think to myself, especially having danced with Jennifer and, knowing the history of Lady Gaga and stuff, that all you do is you think about you want to dance as a little girl. You don't think that far that you'll be sitting here singing in front of the president and the United States and the whole world. So dreams really, really do come true. It was amazing. Did you guys appreciate the ceremony? The fireworks popped off and all the performances.
Yes. I mean, J-Lo definitely did her thing. And shout out to Eugene Goodman, the officer who escorted her down, Kamala Harris. I think she named him, what did she name him? The officer of arms or something like that? Chief Officer of Arms or something like that. Deputy Sergeant at Arms. So congratulations to him because he was the one during the Capitol last 2 weeks ago when they were storming the Capitol. He definitely, protect all of our Senates and House representatives up there. So shout out to him. And I see Kamala already doing big things.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good. It was good.
Let me ask y'all a question though. After watching everything, what was like your favorite part of everything? Like, what did you like out of everything?
It was emotional for me. Like, I just was happy that nothing popped off and everybody was safe. And I think I felt the same way that when Obama got sworn into office both times, is that you just hope that there's no assassination or attempts on their life. And I know that they're not going to really tell us. They're going to keep it to themselves for the most part, because you can only imagine the amount of death threats they get on a daily basis. So from the fact that they just kind of made it through without incident, was probably the best part for me.
It's funny, man, because my best part was when Miss Harris got sworn in, man. I really got emotional for some reason, just because it was a woman, and she was black. That just took it to the next level, man. So that was my best part.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Big Les. I mean, I was just the whole time when Joe Biden was speaking, I kind of was like, I was listening, but I mean, not to be negative, but I was wanting him to kind of wrap it up because you never, like, I was just scared, just in all. But I even think one of the reporters actually said the same thing too, that, there was nothing, nothing bad went down even after the whole chaos from last week. So everything was smooth sailing. And yeah, I mean, that was my part of it. It was just, I was kind of worried, but then, I was trying to listen to what he was saying. So
Yeah, I'll agree with everybody. And one of my favorite parts is especially when Joe Biden gave props to Kamala Harris and talked about, first woman, first African American, to be in her position. And then also the young lady who gave the poetry speech. Like that, I was like, that touched home because I don't know, I love poetry so much. And just to see another young lady up there, African American, saying what she said, definitely anything's possible.
Yeah, shout out to Amanda Gorman, 22 years
Yeah,
old.
she was 22, man, and
Yeah,
that was dope. For me, I guess I was just more excited, and like truth be told, I was more excited that 45 is gone.
That part.
To see something refreshing come in and out the gate, he started with something, I think it was like 17 things that he just cut from Trump. And I just like, it's so refreshing just to see something positive start. That was for me, just something positive start off the rip, so.
Yeah, well, we can all exhale, and now we just kind of have to wait and anticipate to see what Joe Biden is actually going to do now that he's in office and keep those promises that he made. Let's move on to Mattel. Mattel has unveiled a Maya Angelou Barbie doll for their Inspiring Woman series. It has been amazing. We all know her as renowned poet, writer, and activist, Dr. Maya Angelou. She is joining this series with, of course, the likeness of Ella Fitzgerald, who has a Barbie doll, Frida Kahlo, Susan B. Anthony, Rosa Parks. And, the Inspiring Woman series pays tribute to all the incredible heroines of their time, courageous women who took risks. So the doll is retailing at about $29 right now, sold out everywhere. I've seen them on eBay. The prices are crazy, going from like $80, $120, and out of this world. So if you can get one, keep it in the box, save it, cherish it, protect it. Hopefully they'll release some new ones soon.
Funny thing is, I used to work at a toy company, and we were actually the rivals of Mattel. Like we made the Bratz dolls, and they had Barbie and stuff like that. And so it's just always in my mind. I'm like, Mattel, because it was just like our not really our culture, but it's kind of like, it's kind of like our rivalries, and to see them doing this is like dope, like I can't even be mad at them,
Can't.
So shout out to them. I can't even be mad.
Do you know how many other ones you said? It was Maya Angelou and who else, Les?
Frida Kahlo, Ella Fitzgerald, Susan B. Anthony, and Rosa Parks.
Wow.
Great collection. So
yeah.
Let them sit on your shelves. I think they'll be a collector's item in the future. So for sure.
I gotta get them for the girls then, man. I didn't even know. So now that I do know, I gotta get them for the girls.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's dope.
Well, even though we got rid of 45, he did do one thing, I guess, in respect to the hip hop community. As you know, Lil Wayne and Kodak Black were in jail for a long time. Lil Wayne, he pled guilty to possessing firearms ammunition by a convicted felon in 2019. Kodak Black, whose government name Bigg Pwee, also had been charged with falsifying information on federal forms to buy firearms. And now they are both pardoned by Donald Trump. So let me ask you, before I even tell you who the third person is, even though those guys may have been guilty to an extent of their crime, do you feel like they deserve being pardoned, or are you just happy because they are Black men in hip hop and they're released?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. I'm just happy they're Black and they're released. But yeah, they did the time. They did the crime. They need to do time. Shit. I give them a pass. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, number one. Only reason why Lil Wayne got pardoned is because he what he did for Donald Trump. That's the only reason why he got pardoned. I don't know, what did Kodak Black do for Donald Trump? Like, I don't remember him doing anything for Donald Trump. So I'm trying to figure out why Kodak Black, like Donald Trump, pardoned Kodak Black. I have no idea.
I didn't know what Wayne did. I didn't even know what Wayne did. What did Wayne do?
Wayne was out there campaigning for him, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They took a picture together and everything.
He was wearing a MAGA hat, the whole
Yeah,
bit.
campaigning tough. So I know why he pardoned him, because he was loyal to him during that time. And, you know, I bet it was part of the contract when they paid him to do it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm with Ron C. If you do the crime, you got to do the time. And the fact that, you know, he pardoned them on something that they shouldn't have got pardoned on, you know, do the time. Like, you know, what are you doing? You guys are making too much money to be sitting up here handling guns. Pay security, pay off-duty officers to roll with you to carry the guns. Like, that just, to me, it's just, it boggles my mind, because at the end of the day, you got too much paper and you got too much to risk.
You know that saying, you can take people out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of people. And it's unfortunate that no matter how many stories that we've heard time and time again, whether you're hip hop, whether you're rock, or whatever the case is, you don't have to go back to those old ways. But some people are just, you know, it's in your DNA and you just don't know any better. Or you're so busy trying to show and prove and live up to the lyrics that you rhyme, that's what happens. You get caught up.
I just don't. Again, I'm with you, Les. It just blows my mind now that you've made it, but you still want to, as you say, still want to live up to the hype of your lyrics. But regardless the hype of your lyrics, people still gonna love you regardless. These fans gonna love you regardless. It's the wrong people, wrong folks that you trying to impress. And that's why you out here buying guns and stuff like that. Like, what are you doing buy legally like a whole bunch of other people? You got the money to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why my voice is going high, but it just pisses me off.
And they have a shortcut to getting the licenses and stuff that they need, that they can actually carry the gun in public and have it in their car and all that other stuff too. Trust me. If I can get it, y'all can get it. And they got
come on, Les.
Well, speaking about the third person, if you don't know, Snoop was working quietly behind the scenes with a pair of activists. He was trying to have this last-ditch effort to convince Trump to commute the sentence of Death Row Records co-founder Michael Harrio Harris, who had been in prison for over 30 years. He was convicted of attempted murder, kidnapping back in 1988. He had been being held at a federal correctional facility in California in Lompoc. And he asked Trump for a pardon, and Trump actually gave it to him. So he granted him clemency. Yep, absolutely. So Snoop had to say, he said it was amazing what the work of God can actually bring to life to make people understand that there is a God. And then he said, I love what they did. They did some great work while they was in there, and they did some great work on their way out. So let them know I love them for what they did.
Now you spent 30 years in jail.
See, now that I can understand getting pardoned, because he was in jail for 30 years for something like that. You know what I mean? It's murderers doing less time than he did. You know what I mean? So come on, man. And I hate that, because, you know, sometimes get caught with drugs or something and you get more time than a person that murdered somebody. You know what I mean? Come on, man. So yeah, that part I can understand. I you know.
And you know, just to say that though, Les, are you still on the Donald Trump pardoning, or are you about to move on?
Oh, go ahead and finish.
Oh, because I didn't want to cut you off. I'm sorry. I will say some of the pardons that Donald Trump did, I liked them. There might have been maybe about 3 or 4 of them. Even though this dude pardoned almost 170 something people, maybe about 3 of them I was okay with, or 2 of them I was okay with. it's interesting
I
that
heard he did.
it's interesting that the power that this dude has, that literally these guys that are so corrupt, you pardon them, and then imparting them or less or whatever, lessening their sentence or whatever it may be, because there was some of them that didn't get pardoned, lessening sentence or whatever. But the ones that you did, that was in your cap, that was loyal to you, to me, it's like, I wish that lawmakers can jump in and say, nah, you can't do this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one ain't good. You can't do this one. But this one, you can do this one. But him, he got to do some time for us. That's just me. I wish that was possible.
But hey, just on a side note, I heard, and they televised it, that even though Trump was going out, giving people pardon, he had the less pardons than most presidents in the last, I guess 20 years. Like Obama had like 200 or something that he pardoned before he left. Yeah. So they said Trump had less than anybody else. So I mean, if that's the good news that he didn't go all out, even though the people he pardoned was his folks, but it wasn't as much as everybody else has.
Probably too focused on making deals with Russia and trying to clean up this mess, knowing that he might, dealing with this impeachment. So he probably got sidetracked. All right, let's move on, you guys. Last week, we all saw Keisha Cole and Shanti do their thing on Versus. So there's a new rumor that had been bubbling about Future and Travis Scott battling against each other. And of course, Future's manager said, nope, it's a wrap. They're not doing it. It's not going to happen. So who would you want to see Future go up against?
That's a good one. Maybe what's my man? Your man.
Maybe the baby.
Nah. What's your man? Ty Dolla $ign.
I was gonna say Ty, but Future's a rapper, Ty's a singer, so I kind of want to put them together.
But the hits they both have underneath them, and Future be singing too. Using
I think Ty Dolla $ign's probably produced more or written more than Future has.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Travis Scott?
Travis Scott would have been a good,
Future and Travis Scott?
That might be all right.
You think 2 Chainz the Future?
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. Didn't he do
2
one
Chainz
already?
got too many
2 Chainz did one already.
He did one, but he got too many hits.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's a rumor anyway. It's not going down. So we'll see what happens if either one of them jump back on board. All right, moving on. Yay! My idol, Debbie Allen, is being honored at the Kennedy Center's honors. We all know her, choreographer, actress, director extraordinaire, along with singer-songwriter Garth Brooks, actor Dick Van Dyke, songwriter Joan Baez, violinist Midori. They're all going to be honored at this year's ceremony, which was pushed, again, because of COVID, to May from its traditional December date. So make sure you guys check that out. And if you haven't seen Debbie Allen's Uncensored on TV One, it was amazing. I just love her, anything, her truth, her story, her journey. And she just turned 71, so congratulations. Happy birthday. January 16th, looking fabulous too. That's my girl.
Hey, Les, you never thought about doing some stuff like teaching at Debbie Allen Studio or something like that?
No. I usually, what I end up usually doing is when we were able to fly and travel is that I teach a lot of master classes around the country, like at college campuses, at dance seminars and all that other stuff. So I do a lot of speaking engagements like that. I don't want to be committed to a classroom on a regular basis. I like working per project. So I'm up for a film project now, choreographed, which will have me on set for like 2 months, which will be great. And I can go on about my business and still do 20 different other things. But when you do something like that, just like even when I have my private fitness clients, you are committed to, the next production or, you just don't want to leave kids hanging. So maybe occasional guest appearance, for lack of a better term, where you come in and do a master class. But no, I don't want to be committed like that.
Okay.
Moving on to your girl, Cardi B. She has landed her first lead film role in a comedy called Assisted Living. Paramount is ready to, they've been really talking about it in Variety. It's described as a raucous comedy with heart, and it follows Cardi B. Her name is going to be Amber, a small-time crook who has to hide out from the cops and her former crew when a heist goes wrong. So nowhere else to go. She disguises herself as an elderly woman in the vein of like Sister Act or Mrs. Doubtfire. So she's going to hide in her estranged grandmother's nursing home, which probably is going to be off the chain if they can kind of wrangle her in and get it crazy. So congratulations to her on doing that. She went from reality TV shows to like mega billboard stardom to, about to kill in film. And I think people are kind of vetting her because of her voice, the way they did The Nanny on like a TV show like that, where, how The Nanny, how Fran Drescher, or how like Rosie Perez and her voice make a statement. I think they're trying to build something around that as well. So don't sleep, because Cardi B not only has got that comedy, she also has a role in F9, which is the next installment of Fast and Furious franchise. May 28th,
Yeah.
2021 is coming down. So congratulations to her, man.
Man, that's such a dope. That's so dope, man. Like you said, Les, going from reality star and just continuing to build a brand and getting this bag. She out here getting this bag, man.
You guys watch her Cardi Tries on Facebook, where she tries to make sushi. She's tried ballet dancing with Debbie Allen. She's tried race car driving. It's a series that she has on Facebook. You've seen it, Jay Tasha?
I've seen all the ads and stuff for it, and I just know Cardi is like super crazy. That is just like entertaining. It's
so funny. She's so like inappropriately dressed, and I say that in a way that her whole glam squad is there. She's got lashes on, lipstick, like 3-inch heels, like 6-inch heels, and she's going to like make sushi in the back of the kitchen, or drive a car with like 10-inch heels on. Like, it's crazy. She looks good, but it's crazy. But she's funny. So anyway, the Critics' Choice Association is proud to announce the 26th Annual Critics' Choice Awards. They're going to air live on the CW network, going down March 7th, 2021. And Taye Diggs is going to be returning as host for third consecutive time. Sorry, tongue twister right there. So the nominees came out this past week, and it seems that Netflix's Ozark and The Crown are leading the pack with 6 nominations complete. So you guys get ready. Again, March 7th is the date to go ahead and check it on out.
And Ozark is my show, homie.
Ozark is good. I'm telling you, the very first episode of the first season is the one that like gets you in, gets you locked in. I can't wait for Peaky Blinders to come back. That's my show.
Which one?
Peaky Blinders.
I never heard of that one.
No, it's a gangster. What? It's a gangster series. You definitely have to check it. It's dope. I think they're Irish, and they're
Nah.
Peaky Blinders, baby. Definitely got to check it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. But the last episode of Ozark, everybody's mouth dropped on that one.
Mm-hmm. So what, is it coming back on?
Oh yeah, it'll be back. It'll be back. They got picked up for another season for sure. Are you kidding? All these nominations and awards and stuff. Jason Bateman is the lead actor in that. And we've known him since he was a little kid. He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's good. He's really good. So not only are the Critics' Choice Awards coming up, the SAG Awards too are moving to April. They're moving away from the Grammys date. So the nominations are going to drop February 4th. So I'll let you know about that, who's leading and all that other stuff. So. And now let's talk about your boy Bow Wow. I don't know if you guys been hearing the rumblings, and I don't even know if people really care, but I guess he has a fan base between, his growing up hip hop crew, but he's making plans for his final album. And the way he's going about it is by saying that he wants to close out this phase of his career by naming each one of his songs about an ex. So he's going to be talking about Keisha Cole. He's going to be rapping about Black China. He's going to be rapping about Angela Simmons, about Sierra. Each one of them is going to get a song. So about like at least 14 tracks. He was talking about it on his they were showing an upcoming trailer. He was discussing it with his mom on Growing Up Hip Hop. And then of course, Ebro on the morning radio show. People, you looking like, who even cares?
Right. You absolutely right, Les. 100%. And let truth be told, I feel that's so disrespectful. Like to sit here and do an album and the song is about an ex. Like, so I don't know, just me, help me out. Why? But what's the purpose of doing a song or titling a song after your ex?
Maybe
like,
this
especially an ex that is married.
Right, yes.
Especially an ex that's married, especially an ex that is moved on. And if he has a current situation, how did that current situation gonna feel about you writing about all these exes?
But we all know it's for sensationalism. We all know it's for sales and for hype and for controversy. And I don't know, maybe this is his therapy. Maybe he's trying to tell his side of the story. Maybe he ain't get over half of them and just wants to, who knows? But if he's going to take a bow, pun intended,
Wow, wow.
Bow Wow's going to do it this way.
Me, Bow Wow should really, this is just me, go back to acting, dude. Go back to acting. Like, you were decent. I'm not gonna say he was great. He was decent. He had good acting chops. Go back to acting.
But if you've seen Jermaine Dupri and the Brat over the last couple of, I guess, since this show started, they're so disgusted with Bow Wow. It's like, yo, you got to talk to your man. Yo, you got to talk to him.
Yeah.
He's grown. Because he's out of control. The drinking, the drugs, the women, the music, the not focusing, all of that. Just, feeling himself. So we'll see what happens. If this album goes wood, then,
And then he just got busted. What was it, the other day, of doing a concert during COVID? Yeah.
Atlanta and Florida are out of control.
He
Crazy.
did a concert and during COVID and got busted. And the mayor came and was like, yo, what are you doing, my guy? What are you doing? Go, go sit down somewhere.
Isn't Atlanta open though?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be.
Isn't Atlanta open though?
You should know. Didn't you just come back?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really think that Bow Wow, I don't know, maybe because it's in my era, but to me, I think that he's like the youngest kid that came out of, this industry. I mean, he's made a mark, but it is kind of somewhat, I guess if he's considering this his last album, I would have wanted it to, and especially he's saying that Snoop Dogg is going to narrate the album as well. Like I would think it would be like, one for the books, a banger, not talking about, exes. I think that if he was going to drop an album about a bunch of his exes, I would be more intrigued about that back in 2006. Now we're in 2021. Like I would want him to actually spit some bars. Like he has it in him. But I mean, that's just me. I always have, respect for Bow Wow, but when it comes to other stuff, I mean, I have to agree. Like he wows sometimes, but
you're grown now.
I mean,
together.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, so the last time he dropped the album was 2006?
No, I'm saying if he's talking about exes and breaking up and this and that would have been intriguing, back when I was in high school when he broke up with Sierra back in 06 or 07, wherever they broke up. So now that we're all adults,
I thought he already did his last album. I'm not even gonna hold you. I thought he already did his last album like 30 years ago. Ain't he like 31?
Oh,
He doesn't make my top 100 when it comes to lyrics, okay? I don't even think, I'm taking it back, I'm sorry. He don't even make my list. How's that?
Does that mean you've never spun a...
Never had it. I'm gonna tell you the dopest track that he ever made in his whole life. Is a track when he did with Snoop when he was a baby and he was talking shit like, I want to be a motherfucking hustler. That's the only track that I like from him. Period. Period. That's it.
Lord. Well, the world will hear
he has spoken
when he's finished. And I just want to end on this, you guys. Make sure you go see these films. Americans, directed by Nate Parker. Spike Lee is attached to it. We all know Nate Parker from Birth of a Nation and the whole rape scandal thing, but he's redeemed himself with this project, and it is really, really, really good. Amari Hardwick is in it as well. Make sure you watch One Night in Miami, directed by our girl Regina King. Really, really, really dope film. And then coming up, we got Judah and the Black Messiah, February 12th on HBO Max, starring Lakeith Stansfield and Daniel Kaluuya, The story of Fred Hampton, of course, as we know, the chairman of the Illinois Black Panther Party. And we'll find out all about the betrayal of the FBI informant and all that other stuff. And that's it, you guys. Entertainment news this week.
I actually had a chance to see the Night in Miami. Great movie. It was a lot that I did not know about Sam Cooke. And I did my research on Sam Cooke. And when I tell you, mind-blowing on Sam Cooke, you gotta do your homework on Sam. I mean, all of them were great, but Sam Cooke, in the music industry wise, absolutely like mind blowing of the things that he did during his time.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He died on my birthday. I don't, not same year, but on my birthday, December 11th. Him and Otis Redding. So,
Wow, Les.
and then here comes me.
Hey,
Yay! Yay! All right, y'all. That's it. That's it.
that's it right there, ladies and gents. Thank y'all for rocking with the Spin Room crew on this Monday. Don't forget, follow us on this YouTube page. Subscribe, click on the bell, give us a thumbs up, and share with your family and friends. We're also on all podcast platforms. Anywhere and everywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can find the Spin Room crew. Also, we're on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can get us anywhere on social media. So please make sure that you guys follow us. All handles and everything like that is down below. That's Big Les, DJ Ron, CK Stephanie, Jay Tasha. I'll be your man, Bigg Pwee. We are the Spin Room crew. Enjoy your Friday. We'll see you tomorrow for One Gotta Go and Her TV.
Yeah, you are now live